It's 8:07 a.m. in suburban Virginia. A man sits alone in a dimly lit garage, the overhead bulb flickering above him. His fingers hover above a black flash drive. For 14 years he's been nothing but ordinary, an engineer, a father, a quiet neighbour. But tonight, everything changes. To his neighbours in Fairfax, he was the quiet guy with the tan Honda Civic. Always polite, always reserved. He brought hummus to potlucks, left handwritten notes when someone's package was stolen, smiled often, spoke rarely. But what no one knew, not his co-workers, not even his wife, was that Kaveh was not born in Virginia. He was raised thousands of miles away in the outskirts of Qazvin, Iran. He was the son of a schoolteacher, the kind of boy who listened more than he spoke, the kind of boy who memorized numbers like they were names. At 17, he was recruited. Not for war, for patience. The IRGC didn't need soldiers, they needed ghosts. They told him,
America isn't won with guns, it's won with silence.
He was trained to disappear into routine, to speak English like he'd forgotten Farsi, to marry, to blend, to wait. And wait he did. For over a decade, Kaveh lived like a shadow. His resume was flawless. The software engineer with security clearance, working for a defense contractor that handled classified data for the Department of Energy. He never triggered alarms, never missed a day of work, never logged into the wrong server. He played the long game. Until one night, a message arrived. Encrypted. 3 words. It's time. Upload. He didn't flinch, didn't pause. He drove to the office like it was any other night. Security waved him through. He swiped his badge, sat down at his terminal, inserted the flash drive. 36 gigabytes, design schematics, thermal models. 3 minutes later, he was back in his car. By the time he made it home, the files had already bounced through 3 VPNs and vanished into a server farm in southern Lebanon. But Kaveh wasn't as invisible as he thought.
Subject's been nursing that gyro for an hour. You think he's waiting on a green light? Or just lonely?
Could be both. Hell, half our informants flip just for someone to talk to.
Yeah, until they ghost us and we're writing 302s for a ghost story.
Ha, speaking of, what's your 6? Last time you got too comfy, I had to tackle that tweaker off your back.
Copy that. If he twitches wrong, I'll light him up faster than our budget review.
Relax. Worst case, he bombs the toilet, not Times Square.
2 months earlier, an NSA analyst noticed something unsettling, a ghost profile. No personal hobbies online, no digital arguments, no random clicks or late-night purchases, just work, family, sleep. Too spotless, too orchestrated. The FBI began shadowing him. They installed silent trackers on his car, tapped his phones, even set up facial recognition hits at local grocery stores. They built a complete map of his life, and waited. When the flash drive finally hit the system, alarms erupted like a war cry, loud, vicious, impossible to ignore. 3 black SUVs rolled up in silence. A tactical team formed a perimeter around the house, infrared scopes scanning for movement. They expected a quiet arrest, but Kaveh had one last protocol. He pulled out a compact handgun. Shots rang out. Glass shattered. Agents returned fire, flooding the garage with muzzle flashes. By the time it was over, Kaveh lay slumped in his bedroom doorway, blood soaking into the carpet. His final breath was calm, almost relieved. He died as he had been trained, not as a father, not as a neighbour, but as a soldier dying for a country he never stopped serving. Because for every sleeper that's caught, another is still waiting, somewhere quiet, somewhere ordinary, and counting the days.